How's it going, Redeemer? I keep getting asked the question, when are we going to open back up? And I can tell you this, whatever we do will be way too soon for some and not fast enough for others. But with lots of prayer, seeking counsel, and talking through a lot of details with our staff and leadership team, we're finally ready to take the first step. Now, I say first step intentionally because we're taking this slow. We're trying to be cautious. We're not going to sprint, and we're planning in pencil because this thing can change so quickly. All right, but with that being said, let me speak to both groups, those who are ready and those who are not. If you're not ready to gather physically yet, I want you to hear my heart. We love you, and we're praying for you, and we want to honor your decision. And so for that reason, here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to do our best to provide an incredible online experience. Just like we've been doing, we're going to pre-record great music. We're going to pre-record the sermon, and we're going to premiere those on Sunday mornings through Facebook and YouTube, and our staff will be present engaging with you during that worship time. And so really nothing's going to change as far as your experience right now. But for those who are ready, I need you to hear me. We are going slow and steady. All right, we're taking a step, but we're doing so with caution. All right, but here's what we're gonna do. All right, kind of as we take this first step on June 7th. All right, June 7th, we're going to have a prayer and worship gathering at 5 p.m. Sunday. That's Sunday evening, and we're going to gather in the venue at the King Center. Right now, why are we doing a prayer and worship gathering first at a non-traditional church time? It's because first, we want to be a people who are seeking God. As the church, we want to seek the Lord. But two, what this is going to allow us to do, it's going to be limited to 60 people, which means you're going to have to RSVP, all right? But what it's going to allow us to do, and why I would love for you to be physically present for that if you can, is it'll help us get some data. We'll know, hey, this is how long it takes to get upstairs. This is how long it takes to clear the room. This is what the environment feels like with 60 people. Is that too many? Can we host more? What does that feel like? And it will also help to expose some unknowns that we need to troubleshoot before June 14th. All right. Then on June 14th, we're going to gather in person for worship. All right. Now, at this time, that's going to be limited seating as well. So you'll have to RSVP, and that's going to ensure that you are hosted well and that others are hosted well. Okay? And by RSVPing, you're agreeing to some guidelines. Look, we've done our best to keep these guidelines short, but we do need some, right? And so by RSVPing, you're agreeing to allow us to guide you from downstairs upstairs. That will help us to make sure there's no contact. It'll keep the pace and the distance right. You're also agreeing to socially distance once you are present. We want to respect those that we're around. Maybe you're ready to give someone a big old bear hug and someone else isn't. We don't want to create any awkward tension there, so we're asking you to keep your distance. Right? You're also agreeing to wear a mask. And I know you're like, but hey, this isn't about following rules as much as it is about loving our neighbor. We want to do this out of love for each other. Okay? Then moving forward from there, our hope is to continue to increase capacity or add services so that anyone and everyone that's ready to gather can gather in person. But for this first go around, for this first week, we are limiting the seats. The 7th will really inform that. And we're also limiting the age, which means at this time, we're not going to have anything for kids. So this is going to be for those who are 12 and older. Like I said, this is our first step. It's not our final step. We love our kids, and we want to get them back in the building as soon but as safely as possible as well. And so we will continue to keep you posted and informed as this thing unfolds. But I just wanted to let you know what our first step was going to be, and I can't wait to take the second, the third, and for us to eventually get to a new normal where we're packed in the room together worshiping Jesus. We love you guys, and we're so thankful for your patience and for your prayer and for being in this with us.